Hey guys, I'm really pleased to announce that we have another person that's completed our 30-day challenge. That is Sarah. She hiked with us back in May. She was hiking around the Boulder area. So real quickly, I'll show you the video back in May where she told us a little bit about her hike and what her goal is.
All right, Sarah, what did you think of the hike?
The hike was excellent. Very fun, challenging, definitely a good workout, but the views were worth it.
Awesome. And then what's something you want to accomplish in the next 30 days?
I've started trail running very loosely.
Okay.
So I probably will say I'm starting off at like a mile a couple days a week. Let's boost it up to 2 miles 3 times a week.
Perfect.
I think that's doable.
Awesome.
Okay, and so how we summarized Sarah's goal was to run 2 miles 3 times a week. She ended up actually modifying a little bit due to a past knee injury, and she modified it to work out 3 times a week instead of just sticking specifically to running 2 miles 3 times a week. She's going to work out 3 times a week. She didn't end up being successful. She kind of basically integrated it into part of her routine. She would primarily do it early in the morning. And she said that it eventually just became part of her regular routine. She reported that now she has more energy. She did notice a better mood on the days where she did do cardio or weightlifting. And she said that she found a motivation and confidence in her work life. Outside, with the Cairn guide, we really like to incorporate the benefits that you can see in working out as well as being outdoors. So I really like how she transferred that into her everyday life. Her biggest takeaway, she said, that was following through on a goal doesn't mean you have to do it perfectly. Just do it. And that's a part of what this challenge kind of is basically getting people to set a goal, and it doesn't have to be anything extreme. You don't have to go hike Everest, or you know what I mean. So just setting a goal, following through with it. It's not meant to be this like, oh, you passed or failed thing. We're really focused on what's the takeaway from it. And it looked like she, because she set her goal up like she did, she was able to modify that and still be successful. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it. Just like Sarah said. She really found that the small victories and kind of how this became habit is what allowed her to kind of continue to follow through this. And what I really liked about Sarah, even when she set the goal, was that she followed kind of what the SMART goal guidelines are. It was specific, so she kind of said she wanted to run 2 miles 3 times a week. It's measurable, so she can kind of see, like, am I successful? Am I not? Sometimes, people will say things like, oh, I just want to run. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Do you want to run a mile a week? Do you want to run 100 yards a week? Being more measurable to knowing, like, are you successful or do you need to make some modifications like Sarah did? Also needs to be achievable. If Sarah all of a sudden woke up one day and said, I want to run, a marathon today, without any training or anything like that, she might get hurt. She could be a little bit defeated if she didn't accomplish that goal. So making sure that it's achievable, so it's something that pushes you a little bit, but not so much that it's like unattainable, because that can really extinguish any type of motivation that you initially had. So making sure that it's achievable is really helpful. Relevant. These types of goals should somehow line up with some type of long-term goal or some higher goal that you have, that you're working towards. And so something like working out, maybe that lines up with, maybe you want to lose some weight or you want to get in shape for this marathon, or what have you. And Sarah didn't disclose exactly how this lined up with her higher level goals, but something like building confidence, having more motivation, more energy, improved mood. I'm sure that fits in somewhere. And then the last part of it is time bound. Okay. And so having something that's time bound, we kind of place that on people by having the 30-day thing. And we found that, by giving people a month, that gives you enough time to kind of like prepare, pursue, while also giving you time to kind of make these modifications that come up. You know what I mean? Because just like Sarah said, just going and doing it, you start to learn, but like, okay, my knee is still not 100%. I need to make a change. Like I found sometimes people, they set the bar too low for themselves because they want to make sure that they're successful, and they find, hey, I can actually do this a lot more than this. Like we had another person, Heather, who set a goal, and she was essentially going to do 4 in a month, but she ended up doing 6 because she was feeling so good about it. So following these SMART goal guidelines are really important when you are setting goals, whether they be short term or long term. So we really hope that folks that participate in this kind of, we turn a switch on for them, because like Sarah here, it's now worked into her routine and everyday life. So I hope she continues on to continue to work out, better herself, feel confident, all those things. And so I was really happy with how Sarah's goal and everything did turn out. Otherwise, guys, we've got some more 30-day challenges coming up. I think we have a few more lined up. So if you continue to follow us on this, really happy when people comment. If you yourselves aren't necessarily hiking with a Cairn guide, but you have some goals that you've set out yourself, you can do your own 30-day challenge. We really love seeing people's successes, because a lot of what I've found that people get out of this is minimum they build some confidence and they learn something about themselves, and that goes far and beyond anything else that someone could gain from these. If you're improving yourself, you're boosting your self-esteem and finding confidence and just pursuing a goal, that's a win. That's a win every single time. So if you guys yourselves are kind of like, setting some goals for the summer, or you have been working on something for a while, I would love if you could submit us those videos, because we love hearing from the community and seeing other people's successes. So if you have any of that going on, send it our way. If you have any questions about this, feel free to comment, message us, call us, what have you. But otherwise, guys, look forward to talking about the next 30-day challenge. Should be posting that here in the next couple of days. Like, comment, subscribe, check us out. We'll be out on the trails all summer. And otherwise, guys, have a good one.